Pennsylvania laws and that they
I
had
know, right?
this crazy ones.
Oh, hey!
Thanks for joining us. We didn't know you were here tonight. Well, gee golly. Okay, to get started tonight, we are going to start off with, our topic is going to be Temu tonight. And before we go into our topic, Gabriella's going to give some, please do not mind the fire trucks in the back. Gabriella's going to give some of those crazy laws that we were just talking about. She's going to read a couple of those off before we go into our subject at hand.
So, our 3 weird facts of the day.
Now, she's doing them from Pennsylvania because that's where we're at currently. Each time we do a podcast, we will do a different state.
She's always interrupting me. I cannot... this woman. This is from a site called stayweird.com. And the first weird thing, law, that's what it is, law. Also, before we even get into this, excuse us, we've been sleep deprived from puppies.
Puppy love.
We have to potty train them, and yeah.
So we may not speak coherently tonight, but hey, that's the course of raising puppies.
So anyways, getting back into the video, the first Pennsylvania law, it says, is in Pennsylvania, residents will not be able to buy fireworks. And it says, why? Because fireworks stores are not allowed to sell them to residents. Can you believe this? How are fireworks... Foyer? How are fireworks stores even in business here if they can't sell to their biggest market? The second one is no singing in a bathtub, which I've never heard of that one.
Well, can you imagine how they're going to find out if you're singing in a bathtub? Wouldn't that be considered peeping Tom then? They're breaking another law by trying to check into that law.
Yeah, that's what it says too. It says showers aren't specified, so who knows? And we wonder, how will they know if you're singing in the bathtub? Do they have people listening to your bathroom door? That would be kind of creepy, not gonna lie. And the third one of the day is, in Ben Salem, felons of any are not allowed to operate a bingo game. And it doesn't say why, it just has like a little comment.
But now these are actual legal, they're actual laws that are legal, but
what is
there goes the fire trucks again. We must have a really bad fire here.
Damn, I'm supposed to be on a fire call right now. But I love you guys so much we decided I was going to stay here and...
Okay.
It must be really,
yeah,
really
that's like
bad.
The 4th fire truck that went by. 5? Is there another one?
And there was an ambulance that went by.
Oh, shit. Whoops. I'm sorry.
Somebody set the world on fire?
Holy. We're taping, honey. We're recording. So, yeah, definitely we're sorry for the interruption of the fire trucks going by. So the subject at hand is...
It doesn't matter. It's a podcast.
No, it don't. We're
all
going to have
live.
doggies barking. We're going to have stuff. So you're okay, honey. I love you anyhow.
Yeah, it's all live.
So the topic today, as I said when we first tuned in, was it's going to be Temu today. Gabriella's going to start off, and I won't interrupt her, which I didn't think I did.
She didn't, which, good job.
Go ahead.
What do we say?
Temu, start off.
What about, like, where it's based?
Yeah.
Alright.
Well,
I don't, Mom, my brain is fried.
Well, you think mine's any better?
And you're expecting me to sort it out, okay? Oh my lord, okay. So,
I have a thing that you can read if you want.
To all you non-Temu lovers.
Take that. No, sorry.
First of all, no, I'm just kidding, don't. So, right here, it states, because people seem to think that Temu is based in China or Japan or some Asian country. Yeah, country, not state. I was going to say state. That's how fucked up my brain is. Yes, I'm American, but I'm not stupid.
Not stupid.
I'm not stupid.
You're not stupid.
Alright.
Go ahead. Contain yourself.
Temu is actually based in Boston. It is an e-commerce company that offers a wide selection of merchandise to customers at close to wholesale prices. Temu connects customers with millions of merchandise. Blah, blah, blah. It's based in Boston.
Well,
That's all
the
you need to
thing
know.
is I think that what people get confused, or not to interrupt you, sorry. I think what people get confused on is it originally was based in China, but this Boston-based commerce company bought them out.
Sorry, that was when it was a completely different company. It was a completely different app, and they actually got caught because somebody went into their system and was like, hey, they actually are tracking where I am and stealing my information. Well, these people they're hackers actually, but they're good hackers, if that's even a thing. I don't know how to explain it. They hacked into the Temu website and they didn't find any hardware on... Is it hardware?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Hardware? I think that's right. I'm so out of it. They didn't find any information saying that it's going to take your location or any of your money or store your personal information or anything like that. Usually when you download an app, which you're supposed to read the terms of, what is it? The terms of agreement? Agreement of terms? Whatever.
Disclosure and stuff.
The terms of agreement, I think, is what it's called. Every time you download an app, those terms of agreement, you don't know what you're agreeing to, because that is like a page long and nobody's gonna sit here and try to read that. Well, if you do, some of those apps that you might already have on your phone is tracking everything that you do, everything that you say, everywhere that you've been, everywhere that you haven't been, getting your interest in more things to buy from them or to purchase things from their site. Temu doesn't do that. Temu goes off of based off of what you have already searched or what you scrolled through on the thing itself, and it will pick out like your favorites because it tracked that you actually were interested in these items. That's why when you go on Temu and you start, I don't know, maybe talking to your friend or whatever about something, it won't show up. But if you search it up, it will, because it's now in their database like, hey, this is something that you're interested in.
Well, the thing is with Temu being based in Boston, there are a lot of products that you order that actually will come from around the Boston area. They actually get some of their products from the distributors that carry like a lot of the Amazon products and stuff like that. I think where people get confused is they have some China-based online commerce companies that they get some of their products from, obviously, because when you order stuff from them, you'll get it from Shanghai, you'll get it from whatever some of these cities are. But if you want to be true to the facts, if you go on Amazon or Walmart, I've recently ordered things from Walmart, I recently ordered things from Amazon, and they came from, lo and behold, China. So they're getting some of their things from these China-based commerce affiliate companies too. Legitimately, since Boston-based company took it over, I was reading today even some of the things like, is it legit, and some of the comments people make, and there's
moved slightly.
They're saying, and now it's almost, I don't know what it's doing. Some of them, some customers are saying, I ordered products from Temu and I never receive them, or they always come 2 to 3 weeks late, sometimes up to a month or more. Since when? Like, I mean, I don't know what they're doing wrong there, or if they're actually going through the actual Temu company, or if they're going through something else posing as a Temu company, because we've been ordering stuff for probably 2 or 3 years. And we get ours and they give you a date, they give you a time frame. Like I got some stuff coming in now from Temu for our puppies. And they'll give you a time frame. They'll say your item was expected to arrive, like say the ones that I just ordered, between February 4th and February 10th. They also put right after that, if you do not receive your item by the 10th, which is the last day in that time frame they give you, we will give you a $5 credit on your next order. Now, in our experience, because we order a ton from Temu, I mean, why not? Because it's so gosh darn cheap, that we usually get ours in within a week to 10 days. We really do. Like the last couple orders we got in within a week.
Mm-hmm.
Always. And you can track it. It'll tell you when it leaves. If it leaves from one of the American-based distributors, or it'll tell you if it did come from one of the China-based. But like, there's so much stuff. I mean, a lot of people are complaining, oh, I'll never buy from them. They use child labor and this and that. Like, come on. Like, you can basically say any company, and again, referring to Walmart and Amazon, and it's coming from China. So what? Are they working with child labor companies too? Like, I think people just need to research a little bit. And I think most of the people that are complaining are people that actually never ordered from Temu, or they did and they might have, when the company first originated, had mishaps.
Or, some people have complained and the only reason that they haven't gotten their stuff in after they've confirmed their address, they typed in their address wrong and had to redo it and was like, oh, well, that was probably the reason why.
Well, we used to order from Wish, too. And even
That was a
Top
mistake.
Hatter, I don't know if Top Hatter even exists anymore, but now there's times that 3 months later we actually got it or we didn't get it. And when we did, it was totally
Worthless.
not even close to what we wanted to order, so we had to get a refund on it and whatnot. But we've not any Temu. Now, the issue that you have to watch with Temu, then, I don't know what people expect. When you're spending pennies on the dollar, you're not going to get top quality products. You're just not. But for most people living paycheck to paycheck, and you're trying to save a little bucks, a few bucks, a little bucks, okay, maybe a little bucks,
a little
bucks. If you're trying to save that, that extra dime here and there, Temu is the way to go. And the biggest issue you have to worry about with Temu, to be honest, is make sure you read that product description very closely. And Gabriella can give you an example why.
Yep, I was just going to go into that. So, this right here, this is my cup, which I have like 3 different drinks on me at all time because I have a habit of overheating and passing out, the huge, it just happens. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, this is the cup that I wanted. I really wanted one of these cups because I'd seen them everywhere. They're spill proof. They're
That would be funny if it's spilled.
well, I mean, with the straw in it's a little bit iffy, but it's spill proof because it's literally suctioned inside the cup. Well, anyways, I went to order a cup just like this, and I had to get this one from the Dollar General because what I thought I ordered was a cup that had this cute little design on it, right? Well, this design actually wasn't on this cup when I bought it. The design is from Temu. It's a sticker. It's a cup sticker. And it was only a few cents. I mean, no, a few dollars. I should have known that because this cup is like $7. 7, 8.
Yeah, but on Temu, you probably could have got it for 3.
I probably could have got it for 3 or 4. But
But
you
you
know,
didn't read.
sometimes.
You didn't read.
Sometimes.
You didn't listen to me.
I'm-
No, really. Oh.
Sometimes.
I do, puppy. I'm sorry.
Sometimes when you are looking at something, because they had, I'm going all over the place. They had in the picture this cup, and they had the sticker on it instead of just the sticker by itself. I kind of would say that's false advertisement, because you know a lot of people are gonna be like, you know, that's a cup. Somebody else fell for it, and let's just say that when I did a review on it, I was like, I kind of ordered the wrong thing, and I had people liking my review saying that it was useful, so that way they didn't do the same thing that I did. So, moral of the story, read before you buy. In detail.
Sorry about that,
Are
folks.
you done?
Probably not. You know me. I sneeze about 20
Read
times.
before you die. You die?
No, we're not. No.
Read before you buy. Fully.
Fully?
Fully.
Okay, are you sure?
I guess. Just not halfway. You don't read it halfway like, oh, it's a cup. No. Fully.
I
Read
will
before you
tell
buy.
you this, reading the description, because a lot of the products do come from overseas, they will have, if you order a size, like we ordered a lot of diamond art paintings. We love the diamond art, as you can tell, like in the background and from our last videos. Now we like doing crafts, and diamond painting's one of them. You have to watch really close on that too, because it'll give centimeters. And a lot of the product, if you look closely on there, they'll have centimeter, but they will have the transversion to inches. So you kind of have to just watch closely. Clothing, if you're getting a shirt for $2, don't expect good quality. It's going to be kind of thin, but you can get some nice items. Gabriella should have brought down some of her items that she just recently got. But clothing, unlike Shein, if you order clothing, you always have to order like 1, 2, sometimes 3 sizes bigger in order for it to fit you right. And Temu, pretty much the size clothing that you order, with a few exceptions, is pretty much, you get your right size. You don't have to worry about, hey, like I'm normally a size 6, but I'm better order a size 8, you know. No, you probably, the sizes are pretty good.
If it's pants, I will say if you got like a slim figure, if you have a slim figure like me, and you got kind of like a bigger waist, no, not waist, what?
Hips?
If you get
thighs? If
you got a bigger butt and thigh area, then and a thinner waist, then you need to get a size smaller than what you would normally get on regular pants. Because I ordered these really cute pants that had skulls on them, and I was really excited for them to come in, but I have issues with my body sometimes, and
we won't go there, will we?
And I went to try them on, and I got really sad because they fit over my ass and my legs perfectly. But when you get up to where my waist is, it was a little bit too big because my body weight fluctuates, and I hate it. So yeah, just buy a size smaller than you would with pants if you have a slim figure like me.
Which leads to, I think we kind of touched base on it a little bit on our last episode, is women in particular, you know, it's hard when you order any type of clothing, especially pants, anywhere online, because with everybody, women's butts being thicker or some being flat, thighs being thicker, some being skinny, longer legs, shorter legs, um, thicker waist, thinner waist, belly, no belly, flat belly. Um, order those things like that. It's very hard as a woman to order like pants. We were just talking about, but a guy, he can go online, hey, this is my size, order, and it comes in and it fits him perfectly. I mean, like, come on now. I mean,
That's
so
not
all
fair.
these perks of women, like, why can't we be like that?
Not fair.
My son's getting tortured by our puppies in there. We might have to snatch them, and bring them in
I'm
here
gonna
for a
grab
couple of seconds.
one
She's
of
going to
them.
go in and grab one at a time and come in and give him a couple minutes break at least, because I think he's ready to pull out his hair. No, we just got them. Tomorrow will be a full week. That's one thing I was going to say. If anybody has any tips that they can help. We got them right now sleeping all through the night, so we do have them night trained. We have them in a little playpen, but
Eric
potty
said
training in it.
Max is being the worst.
Max, are you being the bad boy of the bunch? This is Max. This is my baby. He is, he's a little special. But I love my Max. Max, you're
Hold on,
being
Max.
photographed.
Hold on, Max. Look.
Hi, Max. Look at
Max.
you.
Look at you. Look at you. And look at his cute little
Yeah,
outfit.
he's a sweetie. I love
Honey,
him so.
You can't go limp like that. You gotta. There.
Look at him. Oh my goodness, he's like a big fuzzy
He's
teddy bear.
handsome.
He's the
He's a
puppy.
baby.
Puppy love. Puppy love. No, go get to see ya. Hi, baby. Puppy love. My puppy.
He's just that
He's
cute
my
as
puppy.
fluffy as
Oh, look at him. Eric said he's acting up, and look at him. He's a good boy.
That's because he only wanted to be on camera. Oh, look at him.
He's a good boy. I
Good
know.
boy.
We're not talking about the subject we're supposed to. We're doing puppy love. We're going to get Sia, and then we'll go on with our topic. So sorry. We just had to show our babies.
There you go.
But again, like I said, if anybody, please start commenting. Don't be afraid to make a comment or a suggestion. Even if it's, hey, I like what you're doing, keep it up, or hey, you could do this to improve. We know our camera net and the audio in our first two wasn't all that great. We did get a better camera right now that we're filming on, so we're hoping it'll come out pretty decent. So we'll see. Here comes Sia.
Yes.
Here, she's our baby girl. We decided to get a boy and a girl, and here is Sia. This is little Sia. Sia, look at the camera, baby girl.
Ooh, she's gained weight.
Look at the camera, baby girl.
And this is her little outfit.
Sia, she's spoiled. She really is. Look at this little face right here. Look at that little face. She is so cute. She's like the bad one of the two.
Precious.
Say, look, you snagged me, baby. You snagged me, baby girl. You did.
Oh my goodness. She's.
Look at that puppy belly.
Here we go.
That puppy belly. Oh, she gonna go get in some more trouble, aren't you? We're gonna get some more
Look at how
trouble.
big her belly is.
No, that's.
She eats good, that's for
I'll
sure.
tell you what, though,
Baby.
not as big as Buffalo's in there.
Buffalo ass.
Yeah, I call Maxie Bear because he's like a big fuzzy teddy bear.
Yeah.
But yeah, getting back to until she comes in, there's not like a whole lot we can really get into with Temu, but it's just that there's a lot of people with all the bad publicity that's going on around about him. They're now like legitimately afraid to even order from him. Like, oh, my order's not going to come in, and I'm not going to support a company that allows child labor.
I was too far away from you.
Come on, seriously.
No,
What do you
really
gotta
close.
say? What do you got to say?
On the order of that, when you order from Shein, which is kind of like Temu, except
It's basically clothes and accessories, though,
it
isn't it?
it is based in an Asian country. So there is Asian sizes. You do gotta be careful with that. You do really have to watch what the sizing is and
Well,
stuff
for
like
example, when I order like a swimming suit or something, when we were in South Carolina, we swimming, I had to order like water buffalo size, and even then, when it came in, it was like, oh, and they're like, how in the
Yes,
hell am I going to squeeze my big fat ass in that?
Asian sizes. It's kind of like Temu because you can get pretty much anything on it, but I would say Temu is better because if you don't get your item in at the time that you're supposed to, you get a $5 credit back for compensation. For Shein, I've heard horror stories of people ordering stuff and it either never coming in, or when it did come in, it was so cheaply made that I don't know who would wear it, or if you could wear it. And you don't get compensation like $5 back or any type of credit back from them missing your due date.
Eric, if you have to, just turn that lamp off, maybe a little bit more darkness, or, I mean, because I don't want you to be totally tortured, but until we're done with this, maybe it'll help you just a little bit. So sorry about that.
But, yeah, so, in my opinion, Temu is better than Shein because Temu is based in Boston, Shein is based in an Asian country.
I personally don't like Shein because...
I ordered one thing off of Shein, and it actually was good quality.
So you say Shein, I say Shein.
I say Shein.
I don't know which one's actually proper.
Dispute.
Yeah, I don't know which one's proper.
What do you say? How do you pronounce it?
You say tomato, I say tomato. What can I say?
I say pajamas. You say pajamas.
I say both.
Well,
it depends on what food I'm in,
You say caramel and caramel.
I say caramel. I don't say caramel.
What was that? Acai.
I thought it was acai, but I guess it's acai. I didn't know that.
Acai.
She taught me something today. Wow.
It sounds like an Asian thing for some reason. You think?
But what did you say was what?
It's Brazilian.
Brazilian?
I thought it was Asian or like Japanese because it kind of sounds like a uwu thing where they're like acai.
But I'm wondering with Shein, like, do they actually pronounce it both ways, or I'm sure one of those ways is the proper way to say it, but getting back to it, only reason Shein, I've had problems where now they took like a month, 2 months for the items to come in or longer. Matter of fact, your dad got me that one thing for the bed, and that thing took, I think, 3 months to come in.
Yeah.
And then we got those Pittsburgh Steelers jackets, and they were like this, real thin like that. It was like you were putting this roll.
Put it up. There you go.
Like this. It was like as if you were putting this thin bag on your body. It was just...
Yeah, that's with the outfit that I was talking about from Shein.
Shein.
It was white. It was pure white, but it had a dragon on it.
That's pretty, though.
And a dragon on the pants, too. But the pants, if you wear colorful underwear, that's a bad idea. You have to wear either white underwear or tan underwear, and even sometimes...
Yeah, don't go without underwear.
Even sometimes then, you might have to wear, like, boy shorts or maybe leggings underneath it, just to be sure that nothing's going to show. So, that's the only complaint that I have from Shein. The clothes is cheap.
But we're supposed to be talking about Temu. Is there something else that we can say about Temu? It's just...
Temu is awesome. I love Temu. I love Temu.
And again, this is our opinion.
Temu sponsor me.
We did, it is a Boston-based company. That's the whole thing we just want people to understand. It is Boston-based. It used to be based in, like when it first started out, in China. But we've not had any problems, but then again, maybe some people have. With us doing it for 2-3 years, we've not had any. But that, if you don't like them, you don't want to use them, that's definitely, you're entitled to that. That's your opinion. We're not going to, we're just trying to bring up facts about that. through our personal experience, we've not had any. No, like when my products come in, I ordered stuff with our doggies. I ordered like a couple little outfits for them. I ordered little puppy booties. I
They're
think
gonna
I
be so
ordered
spoiled.
mesh harness for them. So when they come in, we can actually pull some of those out and show you what they're like. She can maybe even bring a couple things that she got down.
I
I won't-
probably will next time. I'll be like, oh yeah, remember the Temu stuff that we ordered? Well, here's some of my items that I absolutely love. And
You know
use
what?
every
My
day.
sage kit is in there, and I didn't pay very much for that. We got a sage kit so that when we do an investigation, if we feel like the last one we did, we saged each other when we come back before we come in the house because we just felt we didn't want anything being attached to us because it was just something was not right. But it's a nice sage kit. I mean, and I paid I think maybe $12 for it, and it has 3 different kinds of sage in it. It has the gem bracelet, the healing bracelet, and protection bracelet. I guess that's what it's called.
Mhm.
It has a little bag that has all the protective gemstones in it that you should have with you when you go. What else?
And they're like high quality gemstones.
Yeah, they
too.
are. They're nice.
They're not fake like you would get from like Five Below. No, they're like actual gems.
It had the what was it? The oyster shell.
Yeah, it's got like an
The
oyster shell.
oyster shell thing for
shelf
holder.
It's a holder.
Yeah, and we had got the feather to,
Yep.
Cleanse ourselves. But nice kit, real nice kit. And like I said, I paid pennies on the dollar for it, and I got her gems already from there. I mean, well, sure they're not 100% real, but I mean some of them are.
They could have been tossed,
I mean,
and that gives that the shiny look and everything. I've gotten tons and tons of free stuff from Temu, just from inviting friends. That like, it's crazy.
Are they still torturing you, Eric? It's almost their bedtime, so they'll calm down
Do
soon.
we have any more of those small bags in here? Or do I need to get another?
Here, I'll get you one. Gabriella can take over for a couple of seconds. I'm sure the audience don't mind her beautiful face.
Ow! But I'm shy. She's trying to kill me.
I'm caught again. I'm
Well,
gonna take this off anyhow because I'm hot.
As I was saying, I have got so many free stuff from Temu, from just inviting friends. You invite friends, and sometimes, if you're lucky, it doesn't happen all the time, but if you're lucky, you get at least one item sent to you in advance, and then if you keep on inviting friends or doing the thing for a few days or however much time it gives you, then it will give you the rest of the free gifts that you were trying to earn. I have noticed that the only thing that's kind of shystery about
Shystery.
Temu is with the free gifts, if you pick something expensive and then something like cheap that you're kind of like, I want this, but it's not, if I don't get it, then I don't really care. They will go for that item. That is the item. They're like, that's the cheapest item. We
That's
know
the
that
one
you
that-
really
yeah.
don't want it. So we're gonna send that to you free instead of, like, let's say this really cute outfit or a rug or a carpet or, something more expensive. They will always go for that cheaper product. So what I've been doing lately, which it hasn't worked because I haven't invited enough friends and I don't have that many friends.
You have more friends than me.
I don't.
You too.
No, I don't.
You too.
Do not.
I have no friends.
I'm a friend.
You're my friend, but you're my daughter.
I just you don't care. Anyways, if you invite friends, then you will probably get the rest of your gifts. It just might take a while. I've been trying to do the fish thing, the fish land thing.
I don't know what that is. I know you guys do. What is that part of Temu?
It is. It's part of Temu.
How come I don't know nothing? Well, is that the one that you was playing for me for a while?
I think so. Yeah, you feed your fish.
I don't know what you're doing.
She killed her fish.
How do I kill?
Probably. I'm just
I
kidding.
didn't know
You can't kill the fish. I don't think. That'd be kind of
I don't know.
interesting. Anyways, back to reality. When you...
Why did you escape it?
When you feed... Why am I so off of brain?
But what? You have to escape reality to play this game? Is that what you're saying?
When you feed the fish, it gets slower and slower and slower until you feel like it's impossible to feed all the fish for the free prizes. But
Fish fur?
the fish fur. But it is possible. People have done it. I just haven't yet. I will update you when I do, though, because it's getting close. I got like 5 cents left.
But I'm going to interrupt you. But.
Sorry, 1 second.
Go ahead.
You can also change your free gift. If you don't want it, you can exchange it for another one time on
I didn't know
Fishland.
that.
And
I don't play Fishland, so I wouldn't know.
And Top Hatter? No. What is it called?
Wish?
No. It's not a different site. It's the same thing. It's just a game. I don't remember the call. Hat Trick! Hat Trick. On the Hat Trick game, you can also do the same thing, but you can only exchange it one time.
Well, here's what I was going to say. Here's the good news. I don't invite people to play. I put one time on Facebook, but I didn't put, like, certain people. I just put it as a Facebook post to invite people. But because I answer to you all the time when you send me the invites, and I answer every time, that's how I just got my free gift. So, people that actually answer the invites to her, if say she invites you, Temu will calculate all of these amounts, and when you get to a certain amount, you get to pick out of your list of free things on your wish list that you want. You can pick out from 1 up to 5 items. That's how that free gift that I got coming in. That's how I didn't invite anybody.
I'd have to.
But why? Why aren't you getting it? Is it because nobody's inviting you?
Probably. The only person I have is that random person that I added from the team
Well, then
group.
keep on inviting me because I want more free gifts. Well, I don't have any choice. I don't have any choice because she'll invite me, and if I don't answer right away, she takes my phone and she says, "Here, Mom,
I'll be like,
do it for
Mom,
you."
can I borrow your phone?
It's every day, Mom. Can you answer my invite? Dad,
I didn't do
can
it
you-
today. I didn't do it today.
Day's not over.
Hmm.
You know damn well you will.
You got me there,
Yeah, buddy.
buddy.
That's an inside joke. We'll maybe go into it later on.
Oh, Lord. Anyways. But, yeah.
Do we have anything else we want to say to Temu, or do we want to, like, kind of transition
We can
into...
slide it to the left, slide to the right, crisscross.
I ain't going to do that because I look retarded as it is.
Everybody clap your hands.
Oh, let's touch on that just a little bit. This is going to be a topic of conversation sometime in the future. Like, I said the word retarded. I used the R word. God help me, Jesus. And I know I'm going to get in trouble for saying that.
That's going to be our thumbnail.
God help me, Jesus. Oh, that? Oh, okay. We're not, like, I had one time, I can't remember what I said. I think I said, God damn it. And I know that it offends a lot of people. But come on, it's, I don't want to touch on religion, but I know that there's a higher power out there, that there's somebody up there's somebody a God. I believe that there's a God. People, instead of worrying about hunger in the world and homelessness and all the violent crimes going on, instead of worrying about that, they'll cut you down. They'll like really have a hissy because you say a bad word. The thing I hate the most is, oh, you just dropped the F-bomb. Woo! Really? And you can't, it doesn't make any sense. You can't say freaking, which is a substitute for fuck, but you can say, oh fudge, or oh mother of Mary, or whatever the other substitutes are, and that's okay. Isn't it still a substitute? Isn't freaking still a substitute for the F-bomb? Like, I don't get it. Do you get that? She got in trouble in school one time because she said the word fart. I got a letter sent home to me that the teacher said, your daughter said the F word. And I'm there like, what? And I'm reading down on the note, and it said she said the word fart. Since when is fart a swear word? Like, I don't understand.
I wish I could understand.
So, I don't know.
I
So,
was only small.
she was only small. But sometime in one of the topics in the future, we'll kind of tap into that a little bit more. But
that is what started my trauma.
well, we'll get into kind of like one of the real bases, which was a school when she was
Yeah,
small.
I mean, not like that specifically, but that school, that principal.
The school, when we was in Pennsylvania before, and she just started school, and it was basically, I think her kindergarten year there wasn't too bad, but from like first grade on, the principal, he hated her with a passion. He literally, and I'm not lying, and that's when I was working up at Toys R Us, and I had a couple mothers come up because we ended up, it got so bad that we took both of our girls out of school, and we used Connections Academy, and we did cyber school, because it was literally that bad. Like, she could do breathing in the school, and she got in trouble for it, and she literally got punished, which we'll get into in a future episode. But it's going to be a real emotional, because it burns.
It's childhood trauma.
Let's put it this way: if we could get that principal in the dark alley, we'd beat the living shit out of him. And I'm being honest, because what he did to her, and when I was up at Toys R Us, after we pulled both of the girls out, I had a couple mothers come to me. They said, "Hey, aren't you Gabriella's mom?" I said, "Yeah." And she says, "Didn't you pull her out of school?" I said, "Yeah, we pulled both of the girls out of school." And she said, "May I ask you why?" And I said, "Yeah." And I told them. And they said, "Oh my gosh, we're getting the same thing happening to our daughter in school too." So it was, I don't know how this guy is still principal in that school. Somewhere down the line, he became principal and superintendent both, which I didn't even think you legally could do that.
I don't think you
but
can.
It kind of was the base of probably 90% of her insecurities, and it's just sad. Nobody should have to go through all that shit that she went through. But
the worst part is, it wasn't the kids, it wasn't the teachers, it was him. It was the principal. He was an asshole, and I'm literally gonna say it's childhood trauma.
it was child abuse. He kept her from going outside in recess playing with her friends. He would put her in the hallway. He would have her go in the office, and he would have her go through and stack up, or go through a big pile of stack of papers and separate them for him, and that, like, and she was so afraid to tell us because he had so traumatized. We didn't find out about this until a while later, and
It wasn't not until I was older, and we were finally, I think it was when we were homeschooled by then.
yeah, I think that's when I'm there like, are you freaking kidding me? Are you telling, you're saying all this happened? But I mean, I caught some of it because he called me up on the phone one time and said, Gabriella this, Gabriella that. And I said, you're acting like she's like a thief and a liar. And he said, well, she is. And I'm there like, you are a principal. You shouldn't be saying that about these.
No, I will admit, I had kind of a learning disability, but it was because they didn't want to actually try to help me
No, because they had it out
learning anything. And so every time that I would ask for help, it seems like they would ignore me and go to a completely different student and be like, oh, you're more wealthy and you're more capable, so I'm going to help you instead of her. And so I had trouble learning even how to count. That's how bad it was, because nobody would help me. So my learning disability was, it kind of got worse because nobody decided to help me. And even throughout high school, I had trouble paying attention and learning, especially social studies. Social studies is, I'm sorry if you like social studies or if you're still in school, my worst subject, and has always been, and it's because it's so fucking boring.
History.
Yeah, like
I hated history.
you need to learn about what happened in history, but they can make it more fun.
Yeah.
They could have a more fun way to, teach it, but they don't.
Well, let's get to in actuality, which that's my new word, I think, because I've been using that an awful lot.
Better than segue.
If they're talking about cyberbullying, they need to not only go the kids among their peers, they need to also include the adults, because some of the teachers and some of the staff, like when I went over there, like they were just downright rotten.
You guys, it got so bad to the point where he wouldn't let me sit. I have a sister. The only time I was able to see her was at breakfast and at lunch. And maybe any time in between she was walking in the hallway, going to the bathroom or something. That was it. I wasn't able to see her the rest of the day because she was in a completely different class and on the other side of the freaking school. Well, one day I went to go sit down with her at lunch, and he literally grabbed me by my shoulder and pulled me away from her and was like, "You're not eating with her." I said, "But she's my sister." He's like, "I don't care who she is. You're not eating with her." He took me into his office and, like she said, had a stack of paperwork for me to do.
And you didn't even get to eat your lunch, right?
Yeah, not even separate for him. I had to, actually do those. They weren't, little coloring pages either. They were, math equations. And if I didn't finish those, then I wasn't allowed to go back to class until it was almost time to go home. And
now, again, we didn't know any of this. We didn't, because I think you don't want to cross Mama Bear. I'm sorry. I'm going to probably throughout a lot of our videos. I'm one of those. You can say whatever and do whatever you want to me. I don't give a shit. But you do something to my children, you do not want to deal with Mama Bear. You will not like the wrath of Mama Bear. And had we known that, I would have personally went to school myself and I would have beat the living shit out of him.
Yeah, he wouldn't let me eat lunch that day and a few days after that. And my mom would always wonder why when we got home we were so hungry.
You were starving.
I was the worst. Abby would usually get maybe a little juice box or something and go off. I would be like, "Mom, what do we have to snack on? What can I eat? What is supper ready? Is dinner ready? Blah, blah, blah." I was starving to death. And I was so traumatized and scared that I didn't know if it was right to tell them at the time, in fear of me getting in trouble, because I was already getting in trouble every single day by the fucking principal himself.
Yeah.
So it wasn't until later that they found out, and they were like, "Are you kidding me?" And I was like, "I wish I was. I really wish I was." And
it just breaks my heart when I don't want to cry.
Don't cry. This is an emotional one.
It's just when you see your child hurting like that and you can't do anything about it at the time. I would have fucked him up. I really would have. If I would have known that, I would have fucked him up. And I think the thing that goes through my mind is when my oldest daughter was in school, there was a couple kids, there's a teacher that harassed them, two boys. They like talking to each other. Guys buddy up just like girls do. And the teacher harassed them, called them little gay faggots and stuff. Now that's not my words. I'm just repeating what this teacher said, and kept on harassing them, calling them. Both of these kids decided to make a suicide pact, and the one kid succeeded. He killed himself up at the cemetery, and it happened to be my next door neighbor's son. And when I found out about this, the only thing that I could think about was it could have been my daughter. sorry. That could have been my daughter committing suicide because of a principal that couldn't have any ounce of human decency going through his freaking bones to treat a small grade school child like a human being instead of like a piece of shit. But I need to contain myself. It just,
You're gonna mess up your makeup.
I didn't think that I would break down, but there's some things.
It's okay, Mom. You okay?
I'll be okay, I'm sorry. But, I think we probably, at this point, probably should end this. We'll have our next video out on Friday. We're not going to tell you again what the subject will be, but I'm going to leave with a quote from one of my favorite movies of all time, and it's a quote by John Coffey from The Green Mile, and he says, "I'm tired, boss. Mostly I'm tired of people being ugly to each other. I'm tired of all the pain I feel and hear in the world every day. There's too much of it. It's like pieces of glass inside my head all the time." So with that note, we're going to please tune in.
Peace out.